You know you're in Hong Kong when you hear this. These audible signals in Hong Kong's traffic lights help the visually impaired. Fast beeps mean green and slow beeps mean red. Let's get to know Hong Kong more. I'm gonna try out these buns. I'm lining up for a roller coaster and I am alone. It's day 1 and our flight is really early in the morning, so we're team no sleep yet again. The airport was filled that day. Our first agenda was to get to our hotel, and to get there, we had to fly a plane, take a train inside the airport to arrive at the arrivals area, and of course, in between, the important stuff too, like getting our SIM card, octopus card, and getting our cash exchange. All via Klook, by the way, except the cash exchange. After that, we rode bus A21 for about an hour, leading us to Tsui, which I am gonna call TST from now on because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. We also missed our bus stop since we forgot we had to press the button to signal we're going down prior our stop. So, guys, in case you're going to Hong Kong, remember that. So here we are, dragging our bags on the way to the hotel. Unfortunately, since we arrived pretty early, our rooms were still not ready, but the receptionist allowed us to leave our bags so we could freely roam around. We went to McDonald's first to have lunch. This was actually in our Hong Kong to-do list. We wanted to see the difference between the McDonald's here and the McDonald's in the Philippines. But I ended up getting stuff I don't usually get in my usual order. The food was alright. Nothing fancy, really. Hello, guys! So, I am actually in Hong Kong with Miggy, my boyfriend right now. He's here somewhere on the bed sleeping. I wasn't able to give a proper introduction, so I am gonna do it right now. We are already in Hong Kong. We're staying in TST. We are currently staying here at Harbour Bay Hotel. I would not say this is a budget-friendly hotel because it's not. Anyway, it is already 3 something p.m. We arrived in Hong Kong at around 8 a.m. We stayed at the airport to do a few errands. After that, we rode a bus going to TST. We took the A21 bus, which is the cheapest way to get to TST compared to the Airport Express, which costs around 700 pesos, I think. The bus costed us 34 Hong Kong dollars, which is 250 pesos, so it's pretty cheap. The only thing to note about the bus ride is that it takes about an hour, but I would recommend it for someone traveling to Hong Kong the first time. The views were really pretty. And later on, I am gonna get ready again to go out for dinner and then explore again. So there's that. A few things to note as well here in Hong Kong. They have a different adapter, and then they do not have bidets here in Hong Kong. Even in the hotel, the airport, no bidets. Literally nothing, just tissue. So if you're choosy about that, then get a portable bidet. Anyway, I am gonna take a nap. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Look at the lighting in this room though. I requested for a bright room and they gave it to me, so pretty good. The room is kind of small, but expected because hotels here in Hong Kong are pretty pricey. Okay, see you later. It's our second full day in Hong Kong, and today we're going to explore Mong Kok. We loaded our octopus cards first to make sure we don't run out of balance. The loading machine was easy to use and the train routes were easy to follow. Today is actually Miggy's free day, meaning he gets to spend the day with his friends here in Hong Kong. But before we temporarily separate ways, we decided to dine in at Tsum for some lunch. We ordered their Sichuan-style spicy pork wontons, shrimp and pork dumplings with flying fish roe, and crispy rice flour rolls with shrimp, plus some cold milk tea. I super love their crispy rice flour rolls with shrimp. After eating lunch, I left Mickey at the arcade and explored Mong Kok myself in the meantime. I visited Mommy, a place here famous for their bubble waffles. I tried their Earl Grey chocolate chip flavor. It was okay. Not my type of food, to be honest, because it was a bit dry. I then walked to the famous sneaker street here in Mong Kok, but I didn't end up buying anything. There were a lot of discounts though, just none on the pair of shoes I was eyeing on. I eventually got tired from all the walking, so I sat down at a random bench to rest while eating my remaining bubble waffle and drinking some sugarcane juice I bought, which was pretty refreshing. Miggy and I then met up to eat dinner together at Ichiran, which is, I know, Japanese, but I've never tried it, so might as well try it here. I liked it, but not to the point that I'd rave about it. It's day 3 and today we're exploring the city of Jordan. Our first agenda was to try the famous cha chang teng place here called Australia Dairy Company. The line was pretty long but we got in really quickly. I suggest already knowing your order beforehand as they take fast dining very literally. The food we ordered came out in just less than a minute and we finished everything in just 10. Their French toast and egg pudding were to die for. It started raining really hard right after. I was trying to find a local mango mochi stall somewhere that went viral on TikTok but they were still closed when we visited. Then we got stranded. I literally wore ballet flats today, and the only time I chose to wear them, it started raining. When the rain started to stop, we headed to our next destination, Kai Kai Dessert, which is a Michelin Bib Gourmand traditional dessert place. Surprisingly, we were first in line, and a few minutes later, a ton of people started falling in line behind us. I ordered their hot black sesame paste and sweet almond soup, and I ordered additional glutinous rice balls to go with it. Honestly, those balls made the whole dessert way better. Later on, we walked back to the train station and passed by a local mochi store. So I decided to buy some here instead of the stall I was looking for earlier. I ordered their Chung Chao mango mochi. Sadly, I hated it. Well, maybe it's better elsewhere. We then traveled to central Hong Kong, where we ate late lunch at Yat Lok, a 1 Michelin-starred restaurant famous for the roast goose. The food was good, but the portion was quite small. We walked around Central afterwards. The city was so nice to explore considering almost every corner you look at is aesthetic. Hello guys. So I wasn't able to update you the past few days because we've been walking around Jordan, Mong Kok, and then Central non-stop. There were so many people everywhere. And then it also started raining today. So I just couldn't manage to film and talk. And then every time we're at a restaurant, it's usually always rushed because we go to restaurants that are pretty popular here in Hong Kong. So the only time I get to actually talk to you guys is when I'm at the hotel. It is currently April 21. It's a Sunday. It is 6 p.m. I took out some of these pan-fried buns from Chung something. Pretty popular here in Hong Kong. We went to the branch in Central. There weren't any people. We keep going back here when we get overwhelmed or when we have nowhere else to go because it's pretty convenient since it's super near the TST station and literally taking the train lines here in Hong Kong is so easy. Anyway, I'm gonna try out these buns. So I bought 2 types of buns. This one is their pork pan-fried buns, the original. And then I also got the one with truffles. So let's try the original first. It's like a xiaolongbao, but the exterior is fried, basically. It's like Din Tai Fung. Pretty good. Do you want to try the truffle one? So I don't want to try the truffle. My boyfriend doesn't like trying out food here in Hong Kong. Literally, we're in Hong Kong and he's craving for Jollibee, for burgers. He's so Filipino American. And I'm here eating dumplings, dim sum. It's just a little bit difficult because I have to pay for everything myself. Because I'm the only one who wants to try these. So this is the one with truffle. When you take a bite, the soup explodes inside. This is what it looks like. The truffle flavor is strong. Anyway, my chopstick fell. Anyway, later we're gonna go to K11 again, K11 Museum, and then we're gonna eat Five Guys for dinner. I'm still kind of full. I mean, obviously, I'm still eating pork buns, but I've never tried Five Guys, and I really want to try it, so we're gonna go there. It's day 4 and we're here at Wan Chai. Initially, we were supposed to eat at Camps Rose, but the line was more than an hour wait, so we ended up at this restaurant nearby, and the place was super worth it. We then walked to My Cup of Tea, a shop well known for their traditional Hong Kong milk tea. Service was super fast, especially for takeout drinks. I like their milk tea. I just can't tell the difference between the other ones. Or I might have just forgotten the taste already. We then spontaneously decided to take a 10-minute ferry ride going to TST, just for the vibes. It's day 5 and we woke up really early to eat breakfast since today we're going to Disneyland. Red Tea was the only place we could find open that time. Growing up, I've always been a Disney girl at heart. I've probably watched majority of Disney's movie creations and I'm proud of it. The first time I went to Hong Kong Disneyland, I was still a little kid. One day, I arrived home from school and my family told me I wasn't going to school the next day. And of course, they gave a tension-filled pause. And they followed up with saying, "Because you're going to Hong Kong Disneyland." Imagine the happiness I felt as a kid that time. My tita, who sponsored the trip back then, made my childhood dreams come true. It is still and will forever be a core memory for me. I am eternally grateful. So once again, as a young adult this time, let's explore Disney, still with the same excitement I had back then. We're now here at the Ironman Experience. It's just a simulator ride, I think. We're going on the safe rides first because Miggy, over here, is dizzy from this hyperspace mountain. Most of the rides don't really have people in line, so we didn't really need the premier pass today. Luckily, it's a Tuesday. It's also raining, but the rain stopped. 日嘅旅程，我哋將會飛到去全新嘅香港。Hey guys, I'm lining up for a roller coaster and I am alone. I'm alone because Miggy cannot handle extreme rides. This is my second ride going alone, but it's fine. I'm an independent girly. So excited. It's one of the new Frozen rides. At first, I was pretty bummed because Miggy wouldn't ride the extreme rides with me, but he really can't. He was so pale a while ago after riding Hyperspace Mountain, so I don't really want to force him anymore. I did sulk for quite a bit, but after riding my first extreme ride alone, it wasn't so bad. I just really want to make the most out of Disneyland because I am not going to return here in a while. So we're sitting on the floor because we're waiting for the fireworks to start. It is 7 p.m. and the fireworks start at 8:30 p.m. I know it's a bit long, but literally I just want to get the best spot. We are somehow on the third row and we are gonna wait this out, whatever it takes. And then I'm probably gonna cry. I love Disney so much.
Present on Wan Chai, film, and commandments.
Hi guys. So I am actually back in the hotel. We just got back from Disneyland. Actually, it's only me here right now. Okay, Miggy is not here with me because he met up with his friend here in Hong Kong as well. And I don't really want to go outside anymore because I'm so drained from Disneyland. It was good. I mean, the best thing about Disneyland for me today was the new ride called Grizzly Bear Something Mountain. The other thing I really liked about Disneyland was the castle show, of course. That's about it. And the other rides were pretty not for the adrenaline junkies. Anyway, I passed by a street food place because it was really tempting and we're gonna fly back to Manila tomorrow, so I wanted to try this out. They're called rice noodle rolls. That is a lot. But they're basically just, you know, tteokbokki. It looks like tteokbokki, but I think this is with sweet soy sauce, hoisin sauce, and sesame. Sorry, I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat the other one.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's confines. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. Oh, you most my